You want to know why they call Landon Man the barbecue man?
Give me a second. Hold
Landon
up.
Man the barbecue man originally was not Landon's name. His original name was originally the OG Landon. Now OG means original gangster. Landon was never a gangster. He tries to be, but he's not a gangster. He's just a special ed kid, you know, living his life, getting in trouble, going to annex, having his parents sell his car away, bringing a vape to school, bringing a knife to school, bringing a gun to school, you know, that type of shit. He tries to be a YN, but he's white, so he can't be. And so he got the name Landon Man, the barbecue man, because one day, right, he visited the hood. Now, it wasn't just the hood of Illinois, it wasn't Chicago, no. This motherfucker went all the way down to Atlanta, Georgia. He drove, like, you know, 10 hours to Atlanta, Georgia. And he met up with the YNs there. YNs are part of some fucking unknown gang where they get, you know, teardrops tattooed on their face. And, you know, it's just, and the gang itself, the name of it is just 3 letters. And the 3 letters stand for, they don't stand for anything. They're just 3 letters that sound cool put together. So the gang decided to name themselves that. And, you know, it's like YSL, BLA, ILM, you know, some kind of shit like that, right? Kind of sounds like a terrorist organization if you think about it. And so Landon met with these YNs. These YNs are like, yo, what up, nigga? What you doing here, white boy? And Landon's like, trying to learn the ways of the hood, boy. He's like, all right, little white nigga. You look like an ice cream cone, but we can teach you. And so Landon, he starts training with the YNs, you know, learning the ways of the hood, you know, learning how to slide with the 9, learning how to escape from the cops, learning how to, you know, get 15 kids with 13 different baby mamas, you know, all that kind of shit, right? You know, selling drugs, jacking cars, you know, racking up the felonies, but never actually going to jail. And so now Landon is officially the white version of a YN. And so Landon one day had an op. It was a new op that he didn't like. It was part of a rival gang. And this op was named Carl. Now Carl apparently had stole Journey's car. Journey called Landon up and he was like, man, where the fuck did my car go? And Landon told Journey to check his cameras because apparently his dad has a Ring door camera, but Journey didn't even fucking know it because Journey doesn't pay attention whenever he goes in the house. So Journey checks the Ring door camera. The Ring door camera shows Carl stealing Journey's car. So Landon's like, oh fuck, no, I'm not gonna let him get away with that. He can't steal from Journey. And so Landon, thinking of the most devious, evil, painful ways to kill Carl, right? He thinks of putting this man on a human-sized barbecue pit. And so Landon and these other YNs from Atlanta, Georgia, go all back to Chicago, Illinois. They meet up with Journey and the squad. You know, they got Braden there, they got Izzy there, they got, you know, whoever the fuck else is in the group there. Jared even showed up, but Jared was just, you know, an NPC bystander, you know, just kind of cheering them on in the background. And they show up to Carl's house. They do a little raid, you know, bullets end up flying. Some people get shot. Some people shoot other people. And, you know, it ends with a lot of bodies in the house. And by the end of it, Landon gets control of Carl. Landon has Carl in like a, you know, like a headlock kind of hostage kind of area. And Landon has a gun to his head. And Landon says, nah, I'm not going to kill you with the gun. That's too quick. Having learned from the YNs, I know what to do to make this painful for you. So Landon, he goes out back, right? Carl has a barbecue pit the size of like a school bus, you know, because he, it turns out on the weekends, Carl likes to roast live cows and just eat the cow, you know. Not sure why, but he does that, right? So Landon tells Journey to pour some alcohol and some coal on the barbecue pit, and then Landon gets like a lighter. He lights up the lighter and he throws it in the barbecue pit. The barbecue pit lights on fire. You want to know what Landon does? He puts Carl on that motherfucker and cooks him alive. And he closes the barbecue pit, just lets it sizzle. And then all the other YNs and then Journey's gang, Journey's squad, you know, Journey's little, you know, the Huz watching in the background. They come up to him and they like, damn, that boy just barbecued the fuck out of that nigga. And so they started calling him Landon Man, the barbecue man. Ever since that day. And now Landon's officially the barbecue YN, also white, a white YN. And that's the end of the story.